Here are my Vibram FiveFingers V-Alpha first impressions. Let's get it rolling. Okay, welcome back guys, Kalclash Fitness. Now as I said at the beginning of the video, this is my first impressions of the Vibram FiveFingers V-Alpha. So when I get a brand new pair of shoes, what I like to do is stick them on, go for a run and just give my first impressions as it comes out, as it's happening. And then I'll run 100 to 200 miles in them before I give my full review. So this is very much my first thoughts. Now before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Barefoot Junkie. So these guys sent me the shoes. I've got no affiliation with them. So Barefoot Junkie send me, a vocal member of the barefoot running community, they send me a pair of Vibram FiveFingers and say what you want about them, give your honest opinion and stick it out there. So without further ado anyway, let's get to the content that you really want to know. What are the Vibram V-Alphas actually like? The idea is that these V-Alphas are replacing the KSO Evo, which if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that KSO Evo was one of my favourite pairs of Vibram FiveFingers. It's now been discontinued, which is obviously a concern for me because I did love that shoe, although I haven't owned a pair or run in a pair for several years now. It's been all about the Bakila and the Trek Ascent really, with a couple of other models thrown in. My first impression is it's not a dead replacement for the KSO Evo. Very slightly heavier, you probably won't recognise or be able to feel it's heavier. It's around 30 grams heavier than the KSO Evo. Sole wise, it's not as thin. It's not quite as thin, so the KSO Evo was incredibly thin sole. You could essentially feel everything that was going on. Now one of the great things about the KSO Evo was the grip, and I can confidently say after only one run that the grip in these is better. The grip in these is phenomenal, and I tried to run over as varied of a surface as absolutely possible within one test run. Now the grip, if I did a full tarmac run on a nice day, that grip would equate to a fast shoe. So probably, and this will come in my full review, but probably the fastest pair of Vibram FiveFingers I've run in. But that we'll have to wait and see before that claim comes true. As I say, the sole feels a little bit thicker than the KSO Evo. Where I would place this shoe actually is somewhere in between the KSO Evo and the V-Run, the Bakila Evo. An incredible all-rounder as well. So I've been plodding about in these all week. I did a gym session the other day as well, wore them in the gym, very competent in the gym too. The upper feels comfortable, solid, it feels a lot more solid than the original KSO. I prefer the upper actually to the V-Run. So the V-Run, as most of you know, is pretty much up there as one of my favourite shoes, running shoes of all time ever, if not my favourite. The upper on these, not as aerated, but super comfortable. If I was going to come up with any initial concerns, the heel and the whole sort of ankle area comes up relatively high in comparison to a normal Vibram FiveFinger, and it's a little bit stiffer. I think that's because it's new and there's a chance that could rub. I think again that's going to come out in the main video, but I didn't have any instances of that during the run, but that's something to look out for. But first impressions, and first impressions count, a brilliant shoe. Now I do encourage you guys to go out and check out Barefoot Junkie. I'll leave the link in the comments down below and in the description. Go check out Barefoot Junkie. Essentially, those guys are supporting the barefoot community. So they're sending out shoes for me to talk about, me to review for you guys so you know what's out there. Fantastic, flexible sole that's incredibly grippy. The upper is nice and comfortable, grips your foot nicely, comes up nice and high around the ankle. That's probably a personal preference. We'll see how it becomes more supple over time. The lace system is what I'd expect from a Vibram. I would say actually one thing to note is that the Velcro area is slightly bigger, which makes it easier to put on and do up. And actually it feels, I don't know if it's new, but it feels super sticky as well. So now I've blithered on for long enough. You guys know what to do by now. Check out Barefoot Junkie. Check out Barefoot Running in general. Vibram FiveFingers. The V-Alpha is off to a phenomenal start. My full review will be coming soon. You guys know what to do by now. Keep it rolling.